Good morning, traders. I want to talk a little bit about my strategy for next week. Think if we put on the regular trading hour session here, you can see we have relative equal highs right here on the 4 hour chart. We also have this one here. During the overnight hours, of course, today's just going to be a shortened day. Let me get rid of this since I don't like all those lines. Today's going to be a shortened day, but regular trading hours is where most of the volume is conducted during the New York session. So changing your settings over here to regular trading hours helps, because when you put this in, it kind of puts a little more noise. You can't see the relative equal highs during regular trading hours quite as well. This looks like it's way far off when you're in the regular trading hours, but we're getting close to it. So this is a 4 hour chart. My plan is to mark it out, and I'm actually putting myself a note. I want that to be the only place I take a trade. So I put on there, look for a reversal here. Okay, so when I'm in a 1 minute chart and we're starting to cross a line, I'll see that, and it'll trigger my memory. Okay, I don't need to be trying to find a trade here. We've traveled a long way up, and you don't know if it, like you can say 100% it's going there. Eventually it's going to go there, but you don't know if it's going to drop 100 points where it goes. I've seen it go all the way up and almost touch it and then fall out of bed. That's how we create these relative equal highs, is by doing just that. And so if we go back to the regular trading hour here, you can see right here, we took that high, just barely took it, and then went down. But on this 4 hour chart, regular trading hours, this is morning session and this is afternoon session. Morning session, afternoon session. And I found it really interesting on this little array right here. 50% is a good rule of thumb for retraces. If you notice, last week we retraced 50% of the week right there at the end of the week. So we just wicked into the 50% mark here. And then since the market opened, we just left that completely alone at 5 last night. We never came back any further, and we just went straight up, and we went and attacked these relative equal highs here. So that 4 hour chart really helps cut out a lot of the noise. Where are we going next? I think we're going here, and then possibly here, because these are actually relative equal highs too. Those two, that one and that one. So I'm thinking bullish, and I'm thinking this area up here is where we're going to trade to. That'd be 21,560. So that is my hypo for the week. 21,560 will probably be attacked at some point during Monday. I think we will most likely remain in a range, but my strategy for this week is just to keep marking these highs and lows. So right now I could actually copy this one and move it up to this low. I mean, these 4 hours, these are relative equal lows now. So if we trade back down, that could be addressed. There's also a fair value gap here on the 4 hour chart. We could see it trade to the halfway point of that. So you can mark that out and just, kind of start putting you some reference points, because the algorithm, it has to be told what to do, like retrace to halfway of the fair value gap or something like that. It has to be told what a price to trade to and then reverse. So it's going to have these reference points. I apologize for my cat. She's going absolutely nuts in the background. I put her kittens outside and she's upset about it. But okay, so that's that. Now let's talk about my personal goal. I've been over trading. Been making really good money in the morning, and I think, oh boy, I can make more. and I end up losing the money I make. Like on Friday, for example, in this combine, I was up $500 beginning the day and ended up losing it all. And then at the end of the day, got lucky. Well, not lucky. I had a trade. We had a reversal trade, a reversal setup. And after getting beat up all day in all that chop, I managed to squeak out a win and got $268 and locked my account. So I was stressed out all day thinking, oh, I need to get this money back and all this. Where if I would have just stopped in the morning when I was up 500, I would have had a better day, would have more profit, and I wouldn't have been stressed out. So that's my plan for this week. I've actually got myself a Post-it note, and I'm going to stick it right on my monitor for when I log in the morning. It says 1 profitable trade per day, and I have 2 chances. And so what I did was I went in here and see where it says trade limits right here. I set it to 2. Once you hit that 2, it locks your account. You're out. You're done for the day. And so that's my plan as far as getting myself more disciplined, because I just have not been disciplined in my trading. I'm only going to take 2 trades. And so therefore, it has to be a good setup. If it fails, sometimes you get the signal and then it'll make a lower high. So then you get stopped out, and then maybe it continues on your direction. Go ahead and validate the breaker again. So I'm giving myself 2 chances to have 1 profitable trade, and I'm not going to click the rest of the day like I have been doing. I'm going to try that for this week and see if that doesn't make my profitability go up. Okay. So that's my plan. And those of you that are in the chat group, y'all need to hold me accountable to that. If you're not in the chat group, I Trade Futures, it's a Facebook group. There's a link in the description below. You're welcome to go there, join the group. And then there's a list of chats. There's only one chat. It's called I Trade Futures chat group. You're welcome to join that, and we can discuss, trading strategies, struggles we're having, maybe set some goals and hold each other accountable in there. I think that'll help all of us become better traders. So remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to everybody else too. I love each and every one of you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat group or leave them in the comment section here on YouTube. Until next time, trade well.